Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. So in this reading, we are going to find out how people perceive you. I thought that I would do a sort of a lighter, fun reading because I've been taking heavy spiritual topics one after the other. So I thought that let's wind down, and honestly, I do enjoy these kind of readings as well because they help me ground myself into the physical reality of Earth. And yeah, it's always fun to incorporate serious and fun things. So there are 4 groups, and each group has 2 cards. The cards above are supposed to be depicting men, and the cards below are supposed to be depicting women. So I wanted to make it a little inclusive for everybody because cards can get gender biased. So take your pick from the 4 groups, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, group number 1, Namaste. Welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. I am Janaka, your tarot card reader and your medium. Alright, so right off the bat, there are some physical features that are coming to my mind, coming into my vision. The first thing that I see is somebody quite tall, and I'm seeing this is a tall woman, and they're quite like, I see freckles on their face. Also, I'm seeing kind of like brownish skin, like South Asian, I would like to say, but really could be anywhere else as well. And also, I'm seeing like a really nice black hair, as well as very distinct eyes. Like your eyes and your nose specifically are very beautiful features of your face. Now, I don't really mean beautiful in the sense how it is portrayed in the media today. You know, media has this thing where little noses, small noses are favored on girls, and a certain sense of symmetry has to be there, and it applies to men also, where they also have to have this like a sharper nose but a little smudged at the tip, to give them this cute or whatever, to get that verified as, yeah, you have an attractive nose. And I'm really not talking about it in that sense at all. Your nose and your eyes are very compelling features of your face. They are what people's eyes are drawn towards these features quite a lot. And specifically as well, your entire bone structure, I'm getting like a skeleton that was made perfectly, that's what I'm getting. Okay, and now, as I said, so I did also feel that there could be somebody here who knows someone with special needs, or has special needs. So I'm really sorry if this is offensive to you, talking about the nice skeleton or the bone structure, but there is definitely something about the skeleton here that I keep seeing in my third eye. Alright, so tapping into the energy of this more, I would like to do that with the help of the cards. So let's get ahead, let's get going. Wow, we have the universal chakra cards. You won't be able to see this, so I'll put it like here at the center, sort of. The universal chakra. I do get the sense that this pile is like particularly very much in tune with the spiritual fluxes that happen on Earth. Like every time there is an eclipse, every time there is a new moon, every time there is a retrograde, like this pile feels it. This is a very psychic pile that, yeah, I really sense it. You might also have a relation with the number 3 as well as number 11. That's coming out quite strongly for this group. What people really notice about you and talk about is how strong your personality is. You are a very beautiful person, yes, very attractive on the outside, but more than anything, I have to tell you, group number 1, that your personality just simply stands out. The way you speak, the way you carry yourself, there is so much power that I sense, a lot of power coming from you. I'll have to hide this, 48 Kamala Pada. So that's like 4 and 8, that adds up to 12, which is 3. So again, I feel like you might have a connection with the number 3 or group number 3 in this reading. Yeah, I do feel that for some people here. I want to keep going with the cards because, wow, the oracle. Wow, okay, I had not seen these cards before, so yes, I definitely felt that. Look, we have the rainbow universal chakra system where you are connected with dimensions through levels and levels, you know. Yeah, the number 11 keeps repeating itself. Maybe you are connected directly to the 11th dimension, or you have a special connection with Sri Rudra, the energy of Sri Rudra, which is a form of Lord Shiva, and you definitely have some psychic abilities. You're very magnetic. I'm getting certain level of like Scorpio here. I'm also getting Taurus because Scorpio and Taurus have like they are on the opposite axis on the zodiac. So even as a Taurus, you might have a Scorpionic planet like Mars as a Scorpionic, or you have South Node in Taurus, or Mars in Taurus. That's highly possible for you here. I'm getting like a very strong paternal energy from you. Like even if you're a woman, there's a lot of power that you hold, and it's coming to light again and again. However, I feel like this group doesn't show a lot of their vulnerabilities, and I feel like they were like criticized a lot as like a child. That's what I just keep feeling, and I know that this is going to be more about what people think of you and talk about you and what compliments they give you, but this is what I can feel like right off the bat. There is something like, yeah, okay, so I'm going to take this card here. So I feel like this very extremely like this goddess energy that I feel like coming off of you. Like if I were to see you on the internet, I'm almost seeing this, like there's somebody on the internet and people are like commenting things like mother energy or like goddess energy, you know. Yeah, that's what I get. Now you can absolutely translate it, if you are a man, into the masculine equivalents of the same. Sadly, I'm extremely misinformed about how the divine masculine expresses itself, so I'm working on that. I do feel this very strong sense of having a very sharp intellect, like you have a very sharp mind, and people notice that about you as well. And there's just something that people get hooked on about your face. Like they keep looking at your face. They don't. I'm also getting a lot when it comes to your dressing sense, that yes, there is something about the dressing sense, and I feel like this group tries to like dress up in a way that is welcoming, etc. But no matter like whatever you're wearing, even if it's like a very quote unquote like, I don't know what it means, but if it's like furry, welcoming clothing, nurturing, like there's fur or false fur, of course, and or there's just a woolen, and even that looks very powerful on you. Like even if you're wearing a simple t-shirt, it looks very powerful on you. So that's why I mean, like it's drawing me again and again to your body, to your skeleton. Okay, all right. So there's also like this great energy that you exude, which is like extremely loving, but at the same time it's very strict. I keep seeing somebody like a model face, you know, like they're so attractive, so stunning, but something about them is a little like you would think twice before approaching them. That's what I feel like when I look at you, or I mean when I look at your energy and everything that I see. All right, let's keep going on. We have Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion and humanity. I do feel like this is a pile of old souls that really know the ropes around Earth. They are really in grip of what happens on Earth. Getting strong healer energy as well. Like the way you communicate with people is strict, direct, it's straightforward, but at the same time it is radically loving, and you are doing it for their best interest. So you have a very powerful persona. So, and with Mother Rose, you know, compassion, humanity, and getting a lot of sun energy here, sun goddesses. So like we have Isis, and sun gods, we have Apollo, we have Ra. I'm getting that energy, so you might just have a very strong sun sign. Scorpio suns are very strong, so you could have that. Sun in Sagittarius is very strong, so you could have that as well. And sun in Aries is also an extremely powerful position, or you could have sun in your very first house as well. Altogether, I have to say that people give you a lot of compliments about things that you probably don't think people talk about you. For instance, what you bring to lunch. It's like a very vague example, like what you bring to lunch, like why would people probably think about that, but they do talk about that. Or what your voice sounds like, or the kind of mood you're in. Like, people like to notice you on a day-to-day level. Just, yeah, people are very, whenever you are walk into the room, I'm just seeing heads turning and people noticing you and actually talking about you. So there's like a lot of talk that does happen around this group. Okay, so let's keep going. We have brain. Yeah, this is what I keep feeling, like this very royal, strong energy around having a very strong intellect, having a very strong mind, knowing your own opinion, knowing your own philosophy. Like, that is the energy of number 1 as well, right? So you are group number 1, and I feel that a lot for you. And also, like, what I can sense is this sense of like sorrow in your face. Like, there is this, and I got it in a previous group as well, where your face has a streak of sadness in it, but it makes it almost like poetic. And poetry is one of the biggest themes of the Kamalapada. So Kamalapada also has like a poetic sense to it, a radiant sense to it, a life-giving sense to it, a sense of being so passionate about life, fostering life. So I really feel that you are somebody like that, very passionate, very direct to the point. I'm getting quite a lot of sun energy, quite a lot of fire. So important sun, Mars, South Node placements, these could have been dictating your life quite a lot. Then we have the immune system. Again, look at how this is, how it's like this person, and there's just people and people and people. It's a conductor, and this is an orchestra. I feel like you're a natural leader, group number 1, and even if you don't want to, you kind of end up taking the lead in a particular place, can kind of like end up taking decisions in a particular place in your work environment, is what I feel. I feel your dressing sense is really sharp. The way I don't know why, your face is sharp, your personality is sharp. Something about you is just extremely direct. It's a little intimidating, but it's very alluring at the same time. Like, I want to get to know you and I want to impress you almost, is what I feel like with this group. So wow, that's really, really powerful. Okay, I want to take one of these for you to get more on what people think. This is what like I am sensing, so this is what I feel people sense about you as well. We have don't just wish for it, work for it. Wow, this absolutely suits you, I feel like, because I feel like this group is really a group of like hard workers, etc. Like, I'm getting Athena, goddess Athena energy out here. This is a group of hard workers. The like, you're somebody who doesn't play around when it comes to work, when it comes to your family. You have your priorities straight. People can see it on your face that you are, you, like, they can't play around you too much. Like, you have a certain amount of time. Like, people won't want to disappoint you when it comes to time. They are afraid of taking too much of your time because they know you mean business and that you have so much work going on. I feel like people already get it through the aura that you exude. It's like very businessy. Like, what's really coming to mind is like, it's like, have you seen like Anna Hathaway's movie in The Intern? In The Intern, she's like this businesswoman who's handling a business of her own. So although you have this like very strong external personality, you mean business, you're doing money. So now I'm getting like a lot of air signs as well. I'm getting Aquarius as well, and I'm getting Libra as well. So if that is you, let me know. So like Anne Hathaway, but like she's dressed as a businesswoman, and like a lot of Devil Wears Prada energy as well, but not that of Anne Hathaway. Devil Wears Prada energy that comes from Meryl Streep. Like, you're a master at what you do. Your personality is strong. You are powerful. You're attractive. You're magnetic. You're aligned. You have your priorities straight. At least that is you in your highest potential. And that's what I feel people expect of you. Like, they expect perfection from you. And I think to some extent you expect it out of yourself as well. So that's what I like feel immediately. Okay, and we have one more oracle card for you. This one says, the Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. I do feel like this group has already done this. I feel like this group is so in tune with spirit, so in tune with the divine feminine as well as the divine masculine. This is a very spiritual group. This is a group that has a strong philosophy about life, is more philosophical than spiritual, I would say. And this philosophy is of like a very high level, so people love listening to your talks, love listening to your conversations. And I have to say that your face just, it catches people's attention, and they are just like looking at you again and again. Like, even if this is a person who has seen you for an entire day, for an entire year, 365 days they have seen you come to work, on the 366th day also they are still taken up by your face. It's like every day your face has something new to tell, something new to express. So I'm getting a lot of that, a lot of poetic beauty. Yeah, okay. So let's keep moving. Group number 1. I have to say, you have like a very strong presence. You're very easily noticed, and you're extremely beautiful, but powerfully beautiful. Not just beautiful like, how do I say, like, there's one kind of beautiful which is like, wait, let me find an example. Yeah, okay, now this is perfect, because I just like got some help from spirit. So there's one kind of beautiful which is like Kate Winslet from Titanic, where she is this budding, beautiful young woman, and you have that as well. But most of the time you operate as Kate Winslet in one of her more powerful roles, like she's still a beautiful, like, she's a very gorgeous woman, but the way her personality is, it's so powerful that you tend to notice that first, and after that you start noticing how beautiful she really is. So I hope that somewhere or the other I was able to make myself a little clear. Okay, I want to take this card for you. We have the Hermit. Yeah, see, this is the energy that is there, which is like, you're in your own world, you've got your own things going on, people don't want to disturb you, because it's clear that you have some important business that you have got to get to and do. I'm getting like, if you were to play a character in a movie or in a show, you would be like the head of, I don't know, the head, whoever is the head of FBI, or just really at the top of your game. That's like strong energy out here. And for men, it's a lot like suits, like a very strong lawyer that they show in television. I can't really remember somebody like that, but yeah. They're also like giving me like this show. There's this show called Lucifer. I haven't seen it. I've just seen glimpses of it on Instagram, and I know that some people like it, but the lead character from that's also the energy. Like, the power of the aura is just, it's overwhelming. That's why I can't even get to the physical aspects, because I keep like surrendering to the messages that the aura has to give to me. So yeah, wow, that's super powerful. And yeah, it would be like super awesome to get to know you, group number 1. Let's keep looking. Queen of Intelligence. See, like, this is this is so amazing. This is you, like, group number 1. This is you. Did I say group number 3? I could have said that. I say, like, I keep mixing my groups. We have the Star. Like, Spirit is being so kind. Thank you so much, Spirit. You are the star, you get noticed. It's not about you spreading your shine or anything at all. It's not about what you do or what your power really is, but it's just, no matter what you do, you will be noticed, because you are a star. You might even be somebody who is famous or does something that is related to media, entertainment, because you have a very magnetic quality about you that can easily be celebrated, that can easily be like accepted by people as, yeah, this is a person we admire, this is our idol, yeah, that's what I feel. We have the Page of Intelligence, which is the Page of Sword. Yeah, there's a lot of like strict air energy. Also, I'm getting like a mixture of air and water. So this could be like your 4th house, or your 8th house, or your 12th house. These could have, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So like, you could even be an Aries rising. Like, there's a very strong feeling that I get that you might be an Aries rising, but I'll stop with that now. People really admire you for the work that you do. Like, your work ethic is really admired by people. You're complimented for your work ethic as well. However, people kind of wish that you were a little free, a little relaxed now and then, because it's almost as if you're always up to something serious work. It's not like, what they're showing me is the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and he's in a hurry and he has to go somewhere, and he's got business, but people just kind of, I just keep hearing people say that, oh, they're so amazing, but I wish they would loosen up a little bit. But you don't have to, it's just something that I am getting. We have 6 of charisma. Okay. But altogether, people do think that you're extremely generous. Like, one thing is pretty clear about you, that even though, you are tough on the outside, you are probably tough on the inside as well, but that hasn't taken away from your kindness. And maybe in the beginning people are like intimidated by you, but towards the, like, as they get to know you, it becomes clearer and clearer that you only mean well, and you're very generous, very giving, very supporting, and somebody who will really be there as not just a support, but also as a mentor, as a guide. Like, that's the feeling that I get from you. Yeah, okay, let's keep moving on. It's like I'm saying to myself. Like, okay, we have 4 of charisma, so we have like a whole lot of pentacles. But do you see how like the dragon is holding their energy, like being extremely protective about their energy? I feel like this might be like happening with you, because I feel like something has happened with you, group number 1, where you have been put into this, I'm a dragon who has to protect my treasure, because people might have attacked you. I don't know why I feel like this for this group particularly, that there was like a lot of childhood misunderstandings, misconception of who you are, and since then you just learn to be protective and defensive, and that has become a part of your power, a part of your charm. But again, like, I keep getting that people are like, I wish they'd loosen up, but you don't have to, like I keep saying, right? So let's move on ahead. I want to take like a few more. I'm getting this. All right. I feel like also, like, I immediately am getting somebody who, I don't know but I'm getting like the color green, that there is something about color green, and green looking very good on you. Or maybe you have like a very strong connection with Mother Nature, and there is something about you that is very similar to how Mother Nature, Mother Earth is depicted in paintings. Like, that's what I feel like with this group. All right. 6 of intelligence. I do feel like this group is like constantly like trying to improve themselves, constantly trying to get from one place to the next. Like, they don't feel at home, feel at ease with where they're at, and they just want to keep improving. Okay, and that's what I like can sense, sort of. My goal here is to evolve. Is like, your drive is very impressive. See, we have 10 of wisdom. I want to tell you, like, you are extremely fulfilled, group number 1. Like, you have done amazing amounts of work, and you've achieved quite a lot, and these achievements don't have anything to do with you get a trophy for this and you get a certificate for that. It's got nothing to do with that. It's more about your spiritual achievements, your spirituality, your even your, I'm getting a lot of, like, with the brain card, I got it immediately that you have done a lot of psychological work on yourself, and you've studied yourself very in depth when it comes to your own psychology, and you have a very mental, logical understanding of the world, which is quite correct. Like, I wouldn't want to come to you and tell you that you're too logical and it's working against you. I think your logic, it works in your favor most of the time. Of course you can relax a little, because I feel like it's good for your health. I feel like you can afford to relax at this point. So if somebody is like on edge all the time, this is a message for them to, like, you can afford to relax. I think you've laid a very strong foundation. Exactly, that's what I wanted to say. Like, foundation, immune system, right? Your immune system, your basic foundation is extremely good, so that even if there's a virus, even if there's an attack on you, you have such a strong foundation that you will recover from it very quickly. So now and then you can afford to relax, you can afford to let go, you can afford to let loose, is what I want to say. That's pretty much it. We have 3 of wisdom, such a beautiful card. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. So we have 3 of wisdom right under the Great Mother and the Hermit. I feel like this group is quite spiritually advanced, but you will advance even more. And I do sense like a general aura around you, which is like a halo, which is, you know, quite golden. More golden and red is what I feel, like a golden and red aura coming out of you. And people really get attracted to you because of your intelligence, and they are very much interested in your perspectives in politics, in you know, how the economy is working, or what you think about human rights, etc. And I do feel that you are somebody who has a special interest in these things as well. I mean, it's extremely admirable is what I have to say. Like, I'm a little bit in awe of the energy that is on the table right now. Like, it's very impressive. It's definitely god, goddess energy, in the sense that it is used in popular culture today, you know. You have 6 of Strength. Wow, look at these cards. 6 of Strength and the Hierophant. I think people really want to be able to celebrate you more. People want to be around you a little more. People want to see you shine and glow. It's like, you know, it's pretty much like what the example that they're giving me is that, first of all, there's like a music idol that they love, okay? Let's say it's a okay, let's just take some legendary performer, okay? Celine Dion, because I really like her, okay? So let's say you're Celine Dion, right? And people love you for your personality, for your looks, for your charisma, for the way you carry yourself, your wit. But at the same time, they just want to listen to your music. They want to see more of your work. They want to see you perform, because it's such a dazzling experience. It's an out of the world experience. It's that star quality, you know. Like, yes, if a star descended onto Earth and took a human form, yeah, that would be great, interacting with the star. But eventually, people fell in love with the star when it was up in the sky. So it's like there's this distance that is somehow there between you and people, and it's almost as if there's nothing you can do about it, because somewhere or the other you're so distinct that people can't get to you or reach you or be at your level, something along that line. And I'm getting the same with the Hierophant here as well. It's just somebody who comes like once in a blue moon, gives wisdom, and then goes away, kind of like that. But people think about you for a long, long time, you know, even after you've gone. And like they mention or talk about you to other people that, you know, like 5 months ago I met this woman, or met this man, or I met this boy, or I met this person, and they said this, and they do this and that, and they are so admirable. I wish I could have similar qualities like them. And other people are also listening to these conversations about you and going like, wow, yeah, you're right, they sound like an amazing individual. So now I just heard somebody say that that's not me at all. And I get it. It's totally okay if you don't resonate with this. It's highly possible that this pile might not be for you, and you might have some other pile. But it's also highly possible that you don't realize the kind of impact that you have on people around you, or you underplay yourself, or you haven't tapped into your highest potential, because it almost feels like I'm talking to somebody about their higher self, their highest self even. That's what I feel like right now. Okay. Like, this is the maximum number of cards that I have taken in a bit, you know, since my previous readings. So this is interesting. I feel like this entire reading is going to be quite like interesting, because I wanted to do this because I have been doing heavy spiritual topics, and I wanted to like get something, you know, a little grounding, a little earthly to everybody, because it always helps to like think about simple little things like society, people, gossip, etc. Why? Because, you know, that is where you confront your groundwork, your shadows, or maybe somewhere your ego is working. So yeah, it's interesting. I really like this reading. It's light-hearted, but at the same time, it's giving me a lot of sense into how powerful your aura is. 9 of Intelligence. Just look at this person. But I do get the sense here that, again, there's this sense that people very early on were intimidated by your power. I keep hearing that it's not so anymore. But in the beginning of it all, like as a child, people were really scared of you. Like how powerful you were as a student, how powerful you were. Maybe you were the president of a group, or maybe you were the head of a club, and people just did not understand why or where you got this power from. And then we have the 8 of Intelligence. I do feel like you need to like completely accept group number 1, that you are a leader, that you are a star, that you have this charismatic, amazing thing, you know, that you have a very great connection with Mother Earth. You're a very ancient old soul, and that you know a lot of things that other people don't, and to embrace the dragon that you are, because you really are so astoundingly admirable. Like I'm in awe. Like there's so much that I want to keep saying, but I have to wrap it up. Like you're pretty amazing, you're awesome, and honestly, we're so lucky to like have you here with us. So anybody in group 1, like, thank you for being you, and really you're so strong for having gone through some very difficult things in your life, because I can sense that. You know, there's been a lot of pain, betrayal for some people out here, and for some people there's just been complete misunderstanding, misinterpretation, misjudgment, and just painting you in a wrong way. All right, group number 1, so that is what I have for you. In case you liked what I said here, it would really mean a lot to me if you could like my video, if you could comment your experience, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and hit the notification button. And I love everybody who has joined me here, my old subscribers, my new subscribers. So much love to you, and until then, namaste, see you. Hello, group number 2, like right off the bat, like the messages, not even messages, it's just this sensation that I feel already in your group of being in the presence of somebody who is very physically dominating in a very effortless sense. It's like you don't wish to do it, you don't really, you know, that's not what you desire to do, but there is something about your physical appearance. Maybe you like to actually pay attention to your aesthetics so much, or you just have a great sense of aesthetics, that the way you put yourself together, it just draws in attention. And it's not, but I clearly can see that the person that I sense here, they don't do it to actually get attention, they just do it because they have a great sense of aesthetic. So that's what I feel like, that I'm just in the presence of somebody who has a great sense of aesthetic, a great Venusian energy. It is not only seductive, it's painting, like it's artistic, like I can look at you and you can be somebody's muse, you can be somebody's inspiration to find beauty in life, and you kind of just have this aphrodisiacal effect where it's not just that I'm looking at you and feeling, wow, this person is beautiful, but my heart just wants to keep looking again and again, because I'm going and thinking that, wow, you know, like, that's so beautiful, that's so stunning. You know, like how you look at a sunset, or, you know, when I feel like I'm looking at the sky, when during a particular sunset, there's all kinds of colors, there's purple, there's pink, there's also red, there's orange, and it all just mixes to create this beautiful nature. Yeah, that's what I get with you, like this natural beauty that you have in you, that I'm just drawn to your features, your grace, your expressions, just it's the whole package. Okay, wow, so I've rambled enough. But yeah, I felt that, like, immediately getting with your group. And number 2 is like that. Number 2 is like very sensitive to energies, so they respond very well to the people around them in such a way that they always appear attractive. I think one of the most attractive traits about you is that you can almost adapt, change, dress yourself, make yourself look the right way, suiting a situation, an ambience, an event, and like you have that on point, whether it's your dressing game, whether it's your mannerism, but you have that so figured out. Okay. All right, okay, let's go. I think I'm fangirling a little bit. Okay, let me take your oracle cards. I have to be careful with these. We have Varahipada, 54. So the number 9 could be important to you. I did feel some Sagittarius energy, and we know that the 9th zodiacal sign is Sagittarius. I just saw 333, that's Jupiter. So I have Sagittarius and Pisces with me, and both of these signs are so offbeatishly, like they stand out for their style, their manner, the way they speak. Sagittarius is more about being yourself, being a little bit of a punk, but it's something that turns into a pop culture thing. It's like, you know, you start trends. And I do sense somebody who's like a Pisces here, especially with the Varahipada. There is more of a earthly Pisces, so you could have an earth planet with you there, like Mercury in Pisces maybe. That's what I feel like this might be. But it could also be Virgo, that's what I sense. Yeah, but then there's this sense of knowing what to say, where to say it. It's this very, very masculine and feminine. Like if you're a man, your masculinity is just felt in the room, and if you're a woman, your feminine power is just felt in the room. Like, and it doesn't really, and I'm not saying that, I don't mean to say this to offend anyone, it's just what's coming off. So please just take what resonates. We have these cards, we have this entire solar system. The solar system card. Okay, I wonder what this is about. Let's see that later. We have, okay, this isn't going to fit here. Wow, look at this snack. I told you you're like the whole package. You're a snack. There's something so desirable about your physical appearance. Snack, yummy. It's highly possible that people just look at you and wonder what kind of people you like to date, or what kind of people you are into, or who your exes have been, or what your taste is in men or women. And it's also again coming off as like, what is their taste in beauty? What is their taste in something? So there's something so Venusian here. And we know that Venus rules Libra, and it rules Taurus, and those could be there. But honestly, it feels like the solar system, it feels like the best Venusian qualities of all planets have just come out. So I think there's just some strong Venus people out here. So we could have number 6 here. Oh God, this is so amazing. We have universal healing. I'm getting Mercury and Venus. Again, let's keep going. We have mystic roles, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. We have after the rain, silver lining, hope, relief, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. Okay. I don't know why, I just feel like somebody gave me like this warm look of assurance. I just saw somebody looking at me from a distance and smiling with their eyes, and like smiling, but their smile is just a hint of a smile. Mostly they are smiling with their eyes. Feel like you have some really attractive and comforting, you have a very comforting face, honestly. That's what it feels like, a very comforting sense about you, that I just feel at ease around you, like I feel taken care of, that if I get into an emergency or I need some form of protection or I need help or guidance, I can ask this person. What I'm literally being made to feel. What I'm literally being made to feel is that I'm sitting in this big lobby or something. I've just entered a building and I need to find the directions to a particular place, and I'm like looking at people, figuring out who do I ask, and everybody seems so cut off and hostile, and then I look at you and I look at group 2 and I'm like, okay, these are the people I want to ask. That's just what I feel like. So that's one really attractive trait that you have. You just draw people to you with your intelligence, comforting intelligence. There's no arrogance about it. You're attractive, but at the same time, it's not intimidating how attractive you are. Although I do feel that it's kind of a very societal conditioning that we are made to feel bad about people who are attractive, that we feel intimidated by people who are attractive, because all of us are really beautiful. But this is what I feel for this group, that even though you are like stunningly standing out, I don't feel insecure. You make me feel so validated in my own appearance, in what I look like, you know. Yeah, you make me feel like I feel special looking at these eyes. Like I can see a pair of eyes, and they're just so water-like, watery. There's just this great depth that I keep being drawn into. It's sort of like hypnosis, but not really. It's like, I just know you are a very nice person, inside, outside. Okay. So these are some really attractive traits that you have, clearly. Okay, moving on. We have knees. I did sense this though. I did sense somebody who has like a really nice pair of legs. Like, even if you don't work out, if you've just been somebody who hikes, who walks a lot, who likes to walk a lot, you just have a really nice pair of legs on you. and you might not know it, but people notice how like in shape your legs are. Even if this is somebody, like, it doesn't even matter, like if this is somebody who is more on the skinny side, then the proportion is just perfect. Even if you're short, then your legs just complement your height. And I'm also getting somebody who is thick in a very good way. Like, yeah, when you walk, people notice your legs and your butt. Being very honest, it's attractive. You have small intestine. Yeah, this is what it feels like in the second half of it. Like, the food you eat, it's going to the right places, is what I want to tell you. Now, I feel like there might be some people here who have like this entire issue, because I just felt somebody saying, but I'm just so fat, I'm so fat. I really want to tell you that, like the love handles that you have and the chubbiness, honestly, it's so attractive. It's so like cushioning. I sound creepy, I know, but okay, I just have to go ahead with what I'm feeling right now. It's really something that makes your physicality approachable. It makes it realistic, and at the same time, it's very like you're so okay. You know what? Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead with the cards, because I keep getting this flew out for you. Yeah, keep getting a whole lot of things that I want to say to you. I feel like tarot might help with that. Yeah. Okay. I feel these as well, and this. What do people find most attractive about you? Yeah, like, see, if there is somebody here who feels like, oh, I'm not skinny enough, or I'm like not pretty, or something, like you don't match the standards, and that's something that people appreciate about you, because they don't feel like even they have to match any standards. You carry yourself with a certain amount of dignity, pride, and sacredness. You treat your body with a certain holiness. Even though you might have negative thoughts about yourself, subconsciously, group 2, you really understand and realize that everybody is unique, everybody is unique, and every body is unique. And that's something you have always believed in. Maybe it's something that the rest of the world had you, yeah, I do feel like people have some negative projections that they put onto you. I'm like being pulled to take one of these cards to like give you a sense of, to compliment you. I feel like I can't find the right words to compliment you, because somewhere or the other, people have not appreciated you enough. So even if I give you a compliment, you won't believe it. So I want to make it impactful. This compliment is what I feel like. Okay, so this says, you never fail until you stop trying. And the first thing that I want is, it's just the first 3 words. You never fail is what's getting to me. I'm literally seeing somebody who has like a random set of clothes. They don't even think about it much. It's sort of pretty disorganized, but when they start putting clothes on themselves, they pair a scarf, then they pair, a chain around their neck, or maybe like a necklace or a beads or something around their wrist, and just these small elements, and everything is just adding up. The shade of your denims, the denim, the trousers that you're wearing, and then the texture of your like your shirt or your t-shirt or your crop top or whatever you're wearing. Just even the texture of it adds to your entire look. So it's not just about your physical beauty, but it's also about how you work with your body. That's so impressive. Like, yeah, your style is something that I would love to learn from and integrate in my own life, because you're very inclusive. I feel like you could even teach people to how to dress according to their like, everybody has a certain what is it, like somebody is a spring, autumn, it goes with their hue, their aura, because I've seen this on Instagram and I don't know why it's coming to mind. That, and this was a picture of like some one, like, yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, I think it was Jennifer Lawrence, when she had like black brunette hair and she didn't look as impressive, and immediately when she went blonde, she was so impressive. And just it's just these elements that you can change, and boom, like this, it's like fairy godmother has done her magic, and you are just Cinderella. You were always beautiful. You just needed that gown on you, and you even know how to figure out what to wear. So yeah, all of that I have to give it to you. Although I have to say this as a fair warning to anybody that this reading is a feel-good reading. It's a reading that I intended to get us off of that spiritual high horse, because I have been doing some strict spiritual readings one after the other, and I just wanted everybody to just calm down, feel something earthly, think about their appearance, about their body, feel at home, be a human being, and then, because it helps, the more human you feel, it's easier to feel spiritual and even extraterrestrial if you feel a little bit safely in your human, if you feel safe in your human body. Okay, let's go. Let's take more traits that people like about you. Wow, we have 6 of charisma. I'm telling you, we have strong Venus energy here. I feel like you won't be able to see the cards if I place them up there, so I'll just shift these two. See, this is what I mean. It's like I am paying so much attention to the small details, where I put the cards, where they are more visible. Like if I were to put this card up there, like this card, if I was to put it there, nobody would see it. Nobody would be able to see what's really going on in this card. And I just feel like with this group has this great sense of where something should go to make it stand out. So it's like you use different elements, and you also know where to use them so that people take notice of them. It's like 1 second I'm looking at your face and what you've done to your face, like little bit of eye makeup or highlighting or whatever, and then next I start looking at the jewelry that you've chosen, and that's as impressive as your makeup, and it's sort of like that. I think you understand, because then I'm looking at what you're wearing and I'm like, oh my god, even the clothing is impressive. And then I look at the shoes that you're wearing, I'm like, oh my god, okay, even the shoe choice is perfect. And then I look at how you are conducting yourself, and I'm like, wow, they have such grace about themselves, They know exactly how to conduct themselves. Let's say if you're in a, it feels like I'm in a very strict official place, but even in your disciplined state, you look perfect. And the next second you're in the swimming pool or next to a beach, and you're just relaxing, and your Venusian energy changes. And I'm like, wow, how do they do this? There's like a effortless sense of changing, and Venus is like that. Venus is water. It has a very watery element. All right, let's keep moving. We have 6 of charisma. That's what I felt for you. That, yeah, look at this. It's like people have their eye on you. It's like everybody is looking directly at you. They notice everything that you do. I feel like people are just curious about what you're up to. 3 of strength. Okay, you see this? You see something here? This is so synchronistic and amazing. Group number 2, look at this girl here, and everybody, 1, 2, 3, everybody is looking at her. Everybody looks perfect. They are beautiful, they are beautiful, they are beautiful. But everybody's looking at this person. It's just something about them that's pulling them. I think it's just one of your good karmas, spiritual points, because that's what happens, even our aura, our magnetism, etc. It can be very strong depending on how clean we stay in our spiritual body, how good, kind, honest we are. It reflects in our aura, and it naturally becomes attractive. We have the 8 of strength. I don't know why I just felt like somebody is talks a little something bad about you. Do you see how all of a sudden we have people looking away, and until now we had people looking right at you, and now suddenly I feel like there's people looking away and saying not so nice things about you. It's like there's somebody who's saying, why does she even think she is so special? Or why does he even think he's so special? Or why does he get special treatment? Or why do they get favored? But you actually have done something nice, caring, nurturing. You have taken efforts to, to not please somebody, but to make room, to hold space for somebody. And people don't get it. People don't get it. See, we have the Sun card. That's so amazing. You just stand out like the sun. You can't blame the sun for burning as bright as it does. If the planets were to come together and start complaining that, oh my god, the sun is so bright and we hate the sun. Why is it that we have to revolve around the sun? It's like the order of the universe. Okay, but I don't mean this as other planets are bad. All I mean is that there is a sense of jealousy that is coming in from other people who believe that beauty is something to be compared. And when they start comparing, they somehow bring you into it. Like, you don't even want to be a part of that energy. You don't want to be a part of the whole comparison thing, but people just like bring you in. Yeah, that feels like annoying. We have Knight of Charisma. I do feel like you're very charismatic in general. That's the word I think that I was looking for in the very beginning. That's why I had like the whole Cinderella thing maybe as well, because we have like Prince Charming and we have charisma. So I feel like, yeah, there's this charming sense about you, but it definitely has got to do with how you present yourself, your sense of aesthetic, your sense of complimenting your body, honoring your body. If one day you are bloated, you won't force yourself, you will honor that. And that shows in your eyes, in the easiness of your energy. And if you feel like you are not there yet, trust me, you have the potential, the capacity, and you are somebody who can easily stand out if that is what you want to do. Because I understand that not everybody wants to do it, and I just saw 222, and you got group number 2, and I keep saying that group number 2 has this secretive sense of being attractive. You don't even know why you're looking at them, but they have people looking at them. Doesn't matter size, shape, color, height, nothing. It's just people will look at you. That's what group 2, I have to say. Okay. We have Page of Intelligence. Do you see how attractive this beautiful little child is? It is a child. All the pages in this deck, Dungeons and Dragons, they are young children, like they're adolescents. Sorry, my English is so messed up this morning. I just woke up with first of all, I woke up with a roll in my tongue. So I'm struggling to say water, because I'd usually say water. But I'm saying water, and then I'm correcting myself. I wonder if that holds some significance. Maybe there's just like a whole lot there's somebody here who has a very strong rolling accent. Like they roll their R's a lot, but it's very attractive. It's very attractive. It's very, something about your voice is also coming out here. Like I keep saying, group number 2, we never find out what it is, what your secret is. I just feel like people find you so mysterious because of this quality that you have. It's even here, like she's doing something. The Page of Intelligence, the Page of Swords, she's up to something inside her own head. It's almost like she doesn't notice the people looking at her. But trust me, you have people looking at you even when you don't like realize. Not to make you conscious, but just to let you know that you're so appreciated. People just don't say it, because ego, etc., etc. Then we have the Knight of Strength. We have 2 knights. And this to me really symbolizes that there's a sense of passion, a vigor in what you look like and what you choose to present yourself as. So I think that's another very attractive trait about you, that you're not afraid to actually be attractive. Yeah, you're not afraid to be attractive, because over time we really get conditioned into downplaying ourselves. Both men and women are taught to not be competition to other men and women. If you look too good, it's like, wow, you're trying too hard. Why are you trying to get attention? And I feel like you're getting out of this energy because of the 2 knights that are here together, Knight of Strength and Knight of Charisma. I just feel like this group is getting out of this energy of like toning themselves down, watering themselves down, watering. See the tongue, watering themselves down. They're coming out of it. Yeah. This, let's see more. See this one? No. Okay, let's start with these. I keep feeling like I want to tell you more and more about your aesthetic, more and more about your appearance, more and more about, hey, I think you're pretty, but don't get me wrong. That's what I want to say. I feel like many people want to compliment you for how beautiful you look, but the compliments that they might want to give you are so extreme in a good way that they refrain from saying that, because it might just be creepy if they say that. Do you know what I mean? Like you might have some really alluring, like I said, like somebody's there's somebody's butt that is like very attractive. It's something that deserves a compliment, but it would be creepy, to say that to somebody, you've just met, or even to a friend. Like, I refrain from giving compliments that are, too out there. So I feel like that happens with you, where there's something that you do which is very seductive in a way, but people can't really say it because it might be taken in the wrong way. Yeah, I just felt that all of a sudden. Okay. We have the 10 of Wisdom. Look how amazing, how gorgeous, how attractive. There's a whole dragon behind her. I feel like that's your aura. Yeah, I do feel that's your auric field. It's very draconic. It's very mysterious. There's something like occult almost about the aura. You have 2 of Wisdom, which is the 2 of Cups. Yeah, this is like somebody who has come to union with their own sense of self, about what they want to look like, how they want to present themselves. Even if they are confused, they understand that beauty is something personal, and it is an act of self-expression, and it is an act of self-love. And this is the energy of somebody who's not confused about being out there and being beautiful. Okay. We have the 9 of Charisma. So the Charisma cards keep showing up for you. I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. Group number 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have the Lovers card, and then we have the 4 of Wisdom. Okay, can't really see it. I'm getting a different kind of like sense here with the Lovers card, because it is right below the 2 of Wisdom, and it is right below the 9 of Charisma. Look, if there is somebody who who wants to shoot their shot, then you should go ahead. I feel for somebody here, there is this message that if you have a crush on someone, they have been wanting to hear from you. They want to make a move. So maybe just like make yourself visible to them. Not visible so much as like talk to them, because maybe one day they will suddenly ask you out, or suddenly start talking with you in a romantic sense. This is for both men and women. So your crush could come to you very soon, or you yourself could try and shoot the shot. I feel like this might work for you very soon, because we have 2 of Wisdom, 4 of Wisdom, and the Lovers, and this is like immediately I feel this, that I want to start something romantic with somebody. I want to do something special for someone, is what I feel like, that somebody out there wants to make you feel special. That's what I feel like. Okay, so I'll draw out the energy. Oh, okay, wow, early morning reading, group number 2. I'm shooting this early in the morning for you. Maybe that's also of some significance. You feel like this brand new refreshing energy. Yeah. All right, I really hope you liked this group number 2. If you liked it, I would really appreciate it if you could comment what resonated. That's always amazing to read your comments. And if you are new, welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. Please subscribe, because I would love to see you here again. And until then, namaste. I will see you. Hi, group number 3. Namaste. Welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. I am Chanaka, your tarot card reader and your medium. Okay, so as soon as I tapped into your group, as I was laying down the oracle cards for you, I sort of experienced this extremely balanced spiritual energy that is constantly expanding itself, and at the same time it checks itself and grounds itself in shadow work. So I feel for this group that although you expand a lot spiritually on a day-to-day basis, or let's say on a monthly basis even, there is a lot of clearing that you do, there is a lot of steps you take up on that spiritual ascension. However, at the same time, at this speed, it's easy to get egoistic about your spiritual growth, but you don't let that happen. You ground yourself in the truth, the universal truth that darkness exists with light. And I know this sounds like a little bit abstract and a little bit not at all related to the topic, but I just felt it as I was connected with the group, so I really thought that I should, put it out there. Okay, so All right. Other than this, there are certain features that I am getting for every someone. Like, okay, this is someone, or this could be like an multiple people here. But what I see is like very pale skin, like extremely pale skin, and this is for some. This is for everyone. Like even if you have like brown skin, even if you have tan skin, if you even if you have like any complexion, there is something about paleness that sort of comes out. Maybe you don't like to eat much, or you're like very picky about your food, or it could have absolutely nothing to do with your food, because sometimes when we are going through spiritual changes, our blood goes through a lot of changes as well. I do feel a very alchemical energy with this group, like they are alchemists, or there is something magical about them. I sense like a very serene presence, and like when people look at you, it's almost like they immediately sort of sense that yes, this is a spiritual being, this is a ascended master, that kind of energy, you know. There is just a, I think the paleness is coming from this glow, silver light that sort of exudes out of your body, and this kind of energy, it's sort of, it enters and visits my readings now and then. So maybe you're from one of those groups as well. However, there's like a lot of layers to your physical appearance if you're talking about. Like I sense a lot of different kind of clothings. There's not one consistent style, and even in like the styling, I sense like a lot of layering that you like to do. There's a lot of out of the box things that you like to do. You like to experiment a lot with what you're wearing, and different colors, like pairing colors that people wouldn't usually pair together. So there is that kind of energy that is coming through. And at the same time, there's this very dark feminine, dark masculine that I sense here, that is very magnetic, very, yeah, okay, all right. Let's just keep moving on with the cards. So we have the cosmic self. I hope you can see this. This one I'll have to cover. One second. Yeah, so we have the Hindini Pada. Alright. And then we have Star Seed. Yeah, that's almost exactly what Star Seed card is, what really is what I wanted to say here, that there is something otherworldly about your appearance. It's like when people look at you, they might just, it's like I'm not really able to even place which country you're from, or which region you belong to, or like, what your country of origin might be, what your ancestors might be. Like I can't say if you're, I can place you almost anywhere in the world and you'll just blend in, kind of like that. Like you have this universal appeal to your face. Yeah, and it, of course, the features will be there, like even for somebody who's extremely Caucasian. However, if they were to be in India for a long time, there's something about them that just quickly inhabits the expressions, the walking style, and somewhere or the other, their appearance, they start looking more Indian, and this is not supposed to be racist in any way, so I apologize if that is what it is coming off as, but that's exactly what I feel like, that I really can't place your origin. So I just feel like you have this very cosmic big soul that has had multiple lives in different parts of the world and the universe, is what I feel like. Yeah, let's keep moving. Then we have Inner Vision. Interesting. We have the Rose of Venus, alignment, flow, right relationship, and harmony. I actually do feel some sort of like very highly ascended energy coming from this group. I feel like this group has sort of overcome the entire idea of belonging to a country, belonging to a religion, belonging to a faith. They already feel very universal. More than that, they feel quite cosmic. Like you can easily relate to being a star seed, a light worker, and at the same time you can easily relate to being just a human being even, and even you easily conform to your own religion as well, but you can easily shift to somebody else's idea of religion as well. There's just so much fluidity that's there in your energy right now, and I do feel that there's a lot of prospective people who like see you as yeah, this is the perfect partner. Like, this is the perfect partner as a husband or as a wife. This is what my partner should be like. I feel like you mirror what the other person needs, like you become what the other person needs. So you might meet a lot of people who look at you and are like instantly taken up by you and instantly want to like hit things off with you romantically, because it's like you're so mutable, you know. All right, let's keep moving. We have the breathing rose, heart healing, emotion connection, and time eases. With all of this, it's possible for this group to like feel a sense of, you know, so like, where do I belong, where's my home? That could definitely be there. I'm also sensing a lot of like gender fluidity out here, and somebody who could be bisexual. They don't have to be, they could even be like pansexual, but there is sexual fluidity in this group that I experience. Altogether, I have to say that there is a certain amount of uneasiness that people experience because of you, and it's not, well, not because of you, well, because they haven't seen that amount of openness, acceptance, and awareness, and they feel like they could never be that. Like, in order to reach where you are in the spiritual level as well as on the heart level, people would have to do a lot of work, so that's like intimidating to them. So, but they do admire you, they want to get to know you, they are actually taken up by who you are, your conversations, your style of talking, the way you walk, your physical conduct is something that is specifically spirit is highlighting right now, like the way you conduct yourself in public. And it's like the same, like you conduct yourself with a certain balance everywhere. Like, I would easily be able to group, like if I see somebody from group number 3, I would easily be able to identify them more through their physical conduct and not maybe through their physical appearance. It's like, yeah, your physical appearance can change, but your behavior, your mannerism, your basic inner core, it doesn't change. And I think people realize that a lot about you. There is this very dual sense of being physically changeable, but on the inside maintaining a very solid consistency. Okay, I hope this doesn't sound insane, because I know it sounds so scattered and abstract. Then we have hips, and we have pancreas. Like with the hips card, I do understand. Yeah, it's like whether you're male, female, between, beyond, like I say, you really understand the concept of sensuality and what sexual energy is. Like, that's where I think I got the sense of alchemy. I think you can easily seduce people. Like, don't get me wrong, but if you wanted to, you can easily seduce people, like whoever you want. Like, that's what I feel with this energy. Like, if I were to operate in this energy, and if I suddenly wanted somebody to like me or pay attention to me, then I'd just have to, you know, make a little adjustment to my physical appearance, and I would have their attention. So yeah, that's coming off as like a superpower as well. At the same time, yeah, like this is also what I feel, that when I look at you, I am just thinking that, why am I so interested in this person? Like, there's why. Like, I am almost scared about the hold that you have on me all of a sudden, or scared about the impact that you're having on me all of a sudden. Like, that is what people might experience, this overwhelming sensation when they're like around you. Yeah, but I think that's just because there's this group seems very like extraterrestrial, I have to say. Like, that's the word. Like, I feel with this group that you don't feel like you belong to Earth or are from Earth. You feel like you're from someplace else. So yeah, that's highly possible that there's somebody not from Earth watching this pile. I won't be surprised. Yeah. All right, let's take more. Don't just wish for it, work for it. I got this like for another group, and I really don't feel this is the one for you. Like, there's this huge, my god, it popped up again. All right, you know what, I'll mention which group it popped up for. Maybe there is a message for you in that group. I don't remember right now. I think it was group number 1. It was group number 1. And I told group number 1 that you have a relation with group number 3 because I could already sense it. This is so amazing. This is like double confirmation. So yeah, so we have the number 1111 coming forth for you here. We also, I'm also seeing like 222. So you could have, master number 22 out here. And I'm seeing somebody who's very, like a very athletic build, very, very athletic. Like, even if you don't have the build, your athletic capacity is quite amazing. So if you haven't tapped into that, you might want to. Yeah, it is something worth exploring. I feel like I have to adjust my cards. But at the same time, group number 3, like, there is a very strong sense of being like, literally quite like a rose. There are so many layers to you, but at the same time, you're extremely gentle and extremely nurturing and extremely caring and extremely soft in how you treat everything around you. People, places, things, etc. Everything. You really are so kind. At the core of it all, you're an extremely kind person, being, I want to say more like, yeah. But there is definitely a level of ascension that has been achieved here already in past lives, or maybe in this life, I really don't know. But yeah, that's quite prominent. It's like when people look at you, they can immediately sense that there is something special about you. And even they can't put their finger on it, so they just like keep wondering that what is it though? What is it though? What is it that's so special about them? You have the Knight of Wisdom. I do feel like you're the wisdom giver, and I do feel like you're somebody that people come to for a lot of advice. And I feel like you offhandedly, like in an offhandish manner, without making it very obvious, you just like redirect people and like put them on the right course, sort of. It's like you can just sense it when somebody is going the wrong way, and you'll just say something in a very casual, like very, very, like it's most casual that I've ever experienced this kind of energy. It's like a very, very, very nonchalant energy, and you say something and then the person starts thinking on their own and just redirects themselves. Yeah, there's like this effortlessness about you. You have Queen of Charisma. Wow, this is actually quite amazing, because you know how the Queen is here, like she is represented by this, like Dungeons and Dragons has all kinds of races of people, and I really don't know Dungeons and Dragons. All I know from the book, however, is that the Queen here is very short, and she knows that she's short. She's extremely aware of how she is perceived. She allows people to perceive her exactly how they want to. She even acts like that to, make them feel comfortable. And then they feel comfortable around her. Then they start laying down their armor, putting down their weapons. They become extremely vulnerable around the Queen of Charisma. And I feel that that's exactly what you do. You actually go along with what people think of you, and then people become extremely comfortable with you, and they like lay out all their cards in front of you. You like this amazing person who can like just bring out the truth from anyone. Yeah, that's what I feel like. And I feel like people naturally feel like sharing their truth with you. And like again, as I was like going ahead with this, there's this two of strength, like 2 of Wands energy here, is that nothing about this is coming from an ill-willed place, or where you wish anybody harm, or you're like proud about the effect that you have on people. You recognize it. You recognize that yes, I am magnetic, and I am, I have a certain impact on people, like the way I talk, like my energy is pretty impactful. But at the same time, I want to use it for good, because I know it's impactful. So there is a strong sense of responsibility that you hold as well. We have the World card. Yeah, I just like, again, with the World card, I feel like you're this global spirit, this cosmic spirit, this cosmic traveler, this universal spirit. You're not just of the earth, and you're not just of any other planet either. There is a certain level of I can be from anywhere. I can be anything that you have inside of you, which is very interesting, because it is like very characteristic of group number 3. And the World card is number 21, so that's 3 again. So that's, wow. I'm pretty amazed at the synchronicity here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is okay, so like Spirit is showing me somebody who is like, who just gets lucky. So there might just be people here who are like very good at manifesting things, or they just have like the lucky girl or the lucky boy syndrome. It's like wherever you go, luck follows you, and you might not even realize, but it does happen around you. Like the red light turns green if there's a flight that was getting delayed, it's somehow on time, or you suddenly need help and somebody shows up to help you out. Like I do feel like this group has that. That's so interesting. I love this energy. We have the Ace of Charisma. You're a big charmer. You're a very, very big charmer. You could be like, you could have like a flirtatious personality as well. And again, it's not coming from a place of pride. It's not coming from a place of wanting to hurt anyone, harm anyone, or wanting to, bag everybody's attention and being greedy for, attention all the time. It's just that that's how you function. You're playful, you're seductive, you're a little flirtatious. And at the same time, this seductive energy, because I got that like whole sexual alchemy in the beginning, you just use it to grab people's attention. And as soon as people have their attention on you, have their eyes on you, you start giving out wisdom. And it's like completely unexpected, because people would expect you to, be like a regular girl or boy who's like talking about, oh, this is my favorite TV show and this is my favorite character, or like this is my favorite, or whatever, this is my favorite perfume, or this is my favorite brand of whatever. But all of a sudden you're like dropping truth bombs, spiritual things, and like a big like you turn into this, like it's like right from a pixie you're turning into Gandalf or Merlin. It's very like you are functioning quite well on Earth, and it's quite fun and interesting and amazing to be around you, at least for me. But I feel like I feel like some people really could struggle to be in your energy, because they could like not understand you at all, and they're just, all I keep hearing again and again is, there's something about her, or there's something about him. And even if I like ask Spirit what that something is, Spirit is like, even they don't know. Like, so even when people look at you and are like, there's something about them, even if they think about it a lot, they can't really pinpoint what it is about you. So that's really amazing. It's like a mirage in a desert, yeah. Right, let's take more cards for you. Okay. We have the Hierophant. We have the Six of Strength. I feel like there is a lot more that you can show of yourself to people, and I do feel like this group kind of like packages itself in a lot of decorative things, but slowly I feel like you want to show the raw truth of yourself to the world, and you're kind of still trying to figure out how exactly you want to show it to people. But I would like to tell you, group number 3, that you are so many things, and maybe that's just your truth, that you are a lot of things, and maybe from one day to the next you're somebody who changes, and that's who you are. Even I am, getting lost in the vortex of your energy, but it doesn't make me uncomfortable, or it doesn't feel scary, or it doesn't feel manipulative or trickery. It doesn't feel like trickery. It just feels like it's just who you are. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Queen of Wisdom, look at this. That's such a beautiful card. You really are a like extremely beautiful looking person. I have to say, there's something very alluring, very like magical about what you look like. Yeah. Although like, okay, so I actually took out many cards and recorded an entire section of your reading without having pressed the record button. So I already have the cards that I got for you, and I sort of remember everything that I said, so I'll just go ahead with that. So I was talking about the Queen of Wisdom, and I was talking about the certain fragility that I experienced in your group, that there is something that happened to you, and for that I had this card. Yeah, I got 5 of Strength, and that's when I started talking about it, that all this wisdom, as well as like this empathy that I'm experiencing with this group, that the way you are empathetic towards others, it's not just coming from wisdom or spirituality or just a lot of innate kindness, but it's also coming from a lot of wounds that people have inflicted on you. A lot of like listening to you but not really being there for you, letting you down, disappointing you, you know. A lot of people who like compliment you leave you high and dry, sort of like that. And like the same people who promise to be on your team kind of like don't show up, and you just have experienced a lot of like abandonment. And I feel like this is repeating over different lifetimes, and with this entire cosmic presence, it might also be something to do with some other planetary systems like Mintaka, or it could Lyra, or maybe Atlantis, etc. You know, the civilizations that were lost because of, you know, trickery and manipulation. So you could have a relation with that as well. And then we got this card as well. We got the High Priestess. So I was just amazed at how many like major arcana cards we have in this spread, because we have the High Priestess, we have the Hierophant, and then we have the Queen of Wisdom, which is the Queen of Cups. Then we have the Queen of Charisma, which is, you know, the Queen of Pentacles. Although these are not major arcana cards, but they are court cards and they're equally powerful. And then we have the World card and the Wheel of Fortune card, which are two, again, they're two, you know, major arcana cards. So there is something very magnanimously huge about you, like a very big soul, a very experienced soul, a soul which is very close to the God frequency, the source frequency as well. And I don't know if I'm like repeating myself. I can't remember if I said this already, but Spirit did show me a vision of somebody who is listening to someone with so much attention, so much rapture, that they just feel seen and heard. Like your expressions, your you are nodding to everything that they are saying. You are just paying attention to the detail, because I feel like people haven't done that to you. People have made you feel like you're not seen and you're not heard. People have ignored your reality even when they have tried to show it to you. They've like, when you've actually shown them the true you, somehow they have backed away. And I feel like they've backed away because they are intimidated by how powerful you are. Because this power is not just this power of like strength. This is the power of love that you hold within you, group number 3. Like, you're a very powerfully loving person, and your love is so amazing that, like, I just see angels. Like, it's angelic. Your energy is angelic. There's angels looking down at you, supporting you, holding you up. They really love you so much. Like, I have to tell you, you're very, very You're very, very loved in the spirit realm. Yeah. Then we have the Page of Wisdom. And yeah, with this card, I was just saying this, that you learned your lessons the hard way. Like, you fought some emotional battles. It wasn't like the easiest thing to do, you know, to reach where you are today, to become the person you are today, to have the level of empathy that you do. It didn't happen easily. It happened with a lot of pain. And I don't know, again, I recorded it earlier, but a part of this pain can be like sensed by other people. Like, you might have some people who just come up to you and just sort of say like, hey, are you doing okay? Is everything all right? Like, I feel extremely protective of you, is what I want to say here. Like, I feel like I am a part of your spirit team and your family. And I know that some people have done you wrong and broken your trust. And I really feel angry at these people for having hurt you, because you don't have a single bad bone. And again, Spirit is telling me that not a lot of people know you truly. And I guess that is why I'm not getting a lot of information on how you are perceived by people. Because people just see this, like this show that you put up, and it's not in a negative way, but you know, you just you shape yourself a certain way to be there for someone. And then they expect you to be that way. When the real you comes out, they just run away. So nobody really has truly accepted the real you. And I'm getting super emotional right now for this group, because I feel like this is my pile. Yeah. I'm getting very, very emotional all of a sudden. Then we had this card, which is the Four of Charisma, which is somebody, you know, protecting their energy, because guess what? People did them wrong. And I have to tell you that if you feel like people did you wrong, you're right. There are some people out there who were not nice to you, who were unkind to you, who had the wrong perception of you. And I know this was supposed to be like how people perceive you and etc. But this is turning into something else. I feel like a lot of angels and godlike energy that is stepping in and letting you know that please don't even think about what people think of you. Be out there, be whoever you want to be, because we love you, we know your truth, we know your heart, and you have a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold. Like, people just see this this dragon, but your spirit team, your angels, your guardians, they know why you've had to be this dragon, and they are like, be this dragon, because it hasn't been easy for you, you know, and they will heal you. I feel like your angels, your spirit guides will do something soon that will, you know, heal your wound, but at the same time they don't want you to like continuously even look for external validation. I think that's why they don't even want in this reading to talk about what the other people think of you, because they're like, you're so okay. I don't say this in my readings at all, but I'm going to say this for you, group 3, that you're better than most people out there. You're better than the people who perceive you and judge you. So don't even bother with them. That's what I want to say to this group. And now that sounds so conceited, because I was like, yeah, this is my group. But anyway, I said what I said. Then we have the Ace of Strength, which is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you know what? Keep focusing on your fire. You have this passion, this creativity. You have something amazing to, not even to offer to the world, but you have a great life that you're going to experience. I feel like you, when you sleep, you go straight away to Ascended Master, Ascended Masters, because I'm sensing like Jesus Christ in this energy. Trust me, there was like no, I had no intention of channeling any masters. Well, I usually don't have any intention. I let things come the way they're coming. Okay, I just felt something very strange. Sorry. Yes, so I let things happen the way they are happening. Let the energy come the way it is coming. But usually for YouTube, you know, you have a title and then you go along with that. So I was like trying to keep it relevant. But no, Spirit is like, no. Spirit just wants you to know that healing is on its way to you. And FUCK other people, because they're not worth it and you are too amazing. Look what we have next. We have the Judgment card. Like, this is what Spirit is saying, that these people who have done you wrong, they will receive the right judgment. And although you might be somebody who will be like, well, you know, they don't know what they were doing, just we can forgive them. But it's more about them learning this lesson that you can't hurt people just because you aren't able to perceive who they truly are. It's like your energy is so unique. People justify hurting you by saying that, oh well, she's so unpredictable, or he's so unpredictable, he, she, they had it coming. And Spirit is saying that's such a wrong notion. These are some people who are extremely narcissistic, and they are narcissistically justifying the abuse of a certain energy, this beautiful, changeable, loving energy, this energy of being mutable for other people, the energy of making space for other people, and they are abusing it by calling it by other names, like shape-shifting, like a negative shape-shifting. So they're saying it's about them learning the lesson that your energy was very sacred, was very holy, and it is something that they should have cherished, that they should have honored, instead of like watering it down or dishonoring it or saying bad things about you. So yeah, I'm feeling so angry and emotional and protective right now over this group. All right, so I'm going to draw out the energy. Okay. So that's what I have for you, group number 3. I really hope you liked it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could like my video, if you could comment your experience with this reading, and if you haven't subscribed, you could hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It was really lovely to connect with your energy. It was the most unexpected reading that I have done, like for this group, and yeah, I recorded all the groups. I am recording your group last, so wow. Spirit really did save the best for the last. This group is my bias. I am claiming this group. I want to be like this group even if I'm not. So yeah, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and I hope to see you again. So until then, namaste. I will see you. Hi, group number 4. Namaste. Welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. I am Tanaka, your tarot card reader and your medium. Okay, all right. So first thing first, there's somebody here with strawberry blonde hair or like reddish hair. That's what I'm seeing for somebody. Like somebody's hair is very attractive. I'm getting a lot of curls. Somebody has curls, man or woman. Or if you have straight hair, when you curl them, people find it extremely attractive. People find it extremely alluring. There's also like a lot of tanned skin that is coming, and it's like glowy skin. Even if it's not tanned, there's like a glow to your skin, and people just look at you and wonder like, okay, what's their skincare routine? How do they take care of their skin? Is it just genetics? What is it? But yeah, you have like a really good skin. So congratulations on that. And I just saw 111. So that's beautiful. All right. I do feel like this group is extremely in alignment with spirit, and like their outside, like the physical beauty reflects their inner beauty as well. Like, however, if you're like going through a tough time, you might have breakouts, you might have skin issues, you might have digestive issues. I don't know why, I just feel like that with this group. There's some like beautiful laughter that I can hear, like this really amazing laugh, attractive laugh that you have. And it's like people want to just come to you and party with you and have fun with you, because there's this, they just know that you know how to get the best out of life. Yeah, and like you have loads of secret admirers. Group number 4, like loads and loads and loads of secret admirers. Okay, let me just take these cards. Let's start. Okay, we have the card of the space station. I already saw this one. And this one I will need to cover up. Our beautiful lady here. Yeah, and with the whole covering up, like if you see with the card here, like she's doing something that's super fun. Leela Pada 47. I do sense like a psychic number 7 or a life path number 7 that could be here. Also, I keep sensing like there's this expression that you have which is a little bit stern, and you do this to like protect yourself, because really you're so kind, nice, soft on the inside, and people kind of take advantage of that, and I feel like that's something that has been done to you. And I feel like people look at you and in the beginning they find you sort of strict and very sober, very balanced, extremely disciplined in your appearance. But over time, as they get to know you, you're like this big ball of like fun, and you know, yeah, that's what I feel. Okay, let's see more. I'll just keep rambling. Yeah, we have self-care. That's so amazing, because I was feeling this is like, and look, that's so synchronistic, because we have like the space station here, and then we have like the extraterrestrial being here. So like these could be my fellow starseeds. Hello, welcome to planet Earth. I hope you're enjoying your stay. I don't think you enjoy the pleasures of Earth the way everybody else does. So it's like, even if you're going to a club and having like partying or like having fun, etc., the way you do it, what they're making, like what your spirit guides, your spirit team is making me see, is that you're in a party room and you're just having fun by yourself. You know, you're, let's say you're drinking, or you're having snacks as you drink, and then you're playing some games as well, or like, I don't know, you're doing like a couple of things, you're doing like a host of things. So it's like a pixie energy as well that I feel, like elemental pixie energy that is also here. Yeah, and you're doing a whole lot of things. You are at one corner of the party room, then you're at the next corner playing games, then you're suddenly dancing with everybody. It's like you're at a lot of places, getting the best out of the event, getting the best out of the party, getting the best out of the night. It's like you live like there's no tomorrow, and that's honestly so refreshing. It's making me want to like dance with joy and have fun. Yeah, like, you know, like just like her, how she's playing music, and like I can tell by her, like she has a comparatively serious look on her face if you like look at her face, but at the same time there's this sense of like she has lost herself to the music. So I think you just look serious to other people because you're so lost in what you're doing. And come on, starseed, space station, obviously you're spaced out, because times on earth can be tough, and I totally get it. All right, okay, let's move on ahead. We have the reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. Yeah, I was sensing this, like, you have a very tight-knit group of friends. If you don't, there are some people out there who would, like, okay, kill is a strong word, but they would love to be friends with you. There are some people out there who would love to be friends with you, who think that, oh, I wish group number 4 was, like, more accessible. Yeah, there is something about you being a rare commodity. I don't know why this is coming forth like this. Sagittarius. Oh wow, so you could be a Sagittarius here. I got this, like, in group number 1, in case you were, like, attracted to that group. Yes, sorry, I had to adjust my table a little bit. I felt like I could create more space, so yeah. So Sagittarius, yes, but at the same time I am feeling a Cancerian energy here, so maybe, like, your 4th house has Sagittarius in it, and I'm also sensing a little bit of Leo energy here because of the playfulness, because of the spontaneity. Yeah, I do feel Leo quite strongly for you here, so let us keep moving. Then we have Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. I keep getting this really innocent energy, like the energy of Tinkerbell. I often feel the energy of Tinkerbell. I don't know how to explain that, but when I go into the pixie or, like, the fae realm, there is a lot of energy that is similar to how Tinkerbell was portrayed, which is, you know, a little bit of like this childish throwing a tantrum, but it's for a fair reason because they are so innocent. And that's what I feel about you. Like, you might throw a tantrum, but it's extremely adorable, and it's sort of like understood by the people around you because you're extremely innocent. Like, yes, you have a good understanding about the world, you're practical, you're intelligent, but at the same time you're extremely, you think that the world is this amazing, nice, kind, beautiful place, even when it's not. And that's because you are nice, kind, beautiful, amazing, all of those things. But there are times when people are not being nice to you and you still see the goodness in them. And I feel like you have some really protective friends, family, loved ones who want to keep protecting this side of you because they sort of understand that even though I do feel like some people in this group have, you know, been hurt by other people, they have recovered from it very well, because that's where I was getting, like, Cancer and Leo, because they, like, recover a lot from the pain that they go through and they restore their sense of innocence. But you're definitely somebody who's making me feel like life is so beautiful all over again. Like, looking at you, I feel like, wow, this person is so full of faith and hope. Like, there might actually be somebody named Faith, Hope, or named after faith and hope and light in this group. And that's exactly how I feel, you know, that you're very inspiring in a very like optimistic sense. Okay, let's keep going. And we have the thymus. That is okay. I haven't seen these cards before, by the way. So we have the thymus and we have spine. Do you see that, like, there's a rainbow? The spine has a rainbow here, like right at the center. The trunk of the tree has a rainbow, and there's rainbow here. And again, we've got the ET, and then we've got the space center. So you might be a starseed, and you might want to look into, you know, like, your starseed qualities. I'm getting so interested in this. I'm getting a whole lot of physical features for this group, but you know what? Let me just take one more thing for you before I dive. Oh, okay. Wow, we have some things take time. It's like, I feel like this is a group that looks timeless, ageless. There is some ageless look about you. Like, I'm getting somebody who looks like Kate Blanchett. Kate, I don't know her full name. Okay, I'll write it down. And there is there is a particular group like an Andromeda. You could be an Andromedan, and a Lyran, of course. I'm getting a lot of feline features here, and I am getting somebody who is like they have a very attractive smile. Like I felt this earlier as well, like their laughter being extremely attractive. Again and again, however, I just keep getting this sense of you're extremely psychic. So even though I want to talk about the physical features, I'm constantly being drawn to talk about your psychic abilities more and more. Maybe you really want to explore some chakra healing, some chakra yoga, or some chakra meditation, because I do feel there are some psychic gifts that you have, group number 4, that you haven't tapped into, especially with spine and thymus. Whoever you are, people feel extremely comfortable, extremely vulnerable, allow themselves to feel vulnerable around you. And there is just something about you which says that, yeah, I am a safe space. You definitely act like a safe space for many people around you. And there are some people who like don't understand why you are so kind. They think that you're pretending to be nice or something, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. Like there are some people out there who definitely think that group 4 is pretending to be so nice. There's nobody who can be that nice, but you genuinely are that nice, and you genuinely have these really attractive features. And I'm getting somebody who has like a very beautiful face. Like if you notice this card, okay, let me zoom in and show this card. Okay, so like you see the faces here, there's like this the cheeks that you have, like your cheeks on your face, they're extremely like adorable. And I know this is creepy because talking about physical appearance often gets that way, it gets creepy, but yes, your cheeks are very adorable. Okay, now I'm going to leave it at that because it's going to keep getting weirder if I dwell on it. I'm also getting somebody who just has a very nice posture and is very good at dancing. I don't know, that's what they keep showing me, somebody who's very good at dancing. Let's see more about what people think about you, what they find attractive about you. Let me see what they think about you first with these cards. We have the 9 of Wisdom. There are some people who think that you're so full of yourself. There is some like people misunderstanding you. That's a lot that's happening in this group. But that's just because you are attractive and kind and virtuous and good at what you do, talented, all at the same time. So yeah, that's what I feel for this group. Then we have this 3 of Strength. Again, I got this in group number 1, if you're interested. Like in group number 1, there was a very sure sense of, well, you can see that in group number 1, I won't give spoilers. But in this group, like the message is a tad bit different. Here, everybody is looking at you to like psychoanalyze you, to get to you, to understand what's going on behind, that poker face. Because sometimes, like I said, you lose yourself in the work you do so much that it's difficult for people to read you. And that's what I feel like, that people really try to read into you. Yeah. And when they can't, they're like, yeah, this person isn't nice. They're probably not nice. I don't know why some people feel this way about you, but okay. We keep moving. Then we have the 8 of Strength. I can't believe that these cards are repeating themselves. I highly recommend that you check it out now, because we have 3 cards repeating themselves. It's the 8 of Strength, and we have the Hierophant. I feel like you don't believe all these things about yourself though. Like group number 4, like I'm saying all this and you're like, no way, Janaka, that's that's BS. I am nothing like that. I'm not attractive. There's nothing alluring about me. I'm boring and I'm not fun. Okay, maybe right now in your life you find yourself at the crossroads or at a place in life where you're not fun, where you don't feel attractive. But trust me that you have that already in your DNA, in your blueprint. And that's what like your spirit guides, your spirit team is also showing me. Like it's somebody who can get the best out of life in different places. So like they're showing me like a party room, and you're in one corner cracking jokes, and after a while, whoosh, you're gone. You're in another corner playing the party games, and then whoosh, you're gone from there. Then you're in another corner dancing with people. So you really have that like spontaneous, continuously moving, continuously shifting energy about you. Yeah, okay. But again, with the Eight of Strength and the Hierophant, I feel like you're so strict on yourself, and you like don't allow yourself to love yourself, cherish yourself. You don't allow yourself to compliment yourself for what you already have. Now, here's the thing, I want to just say this to you, because like Spirit is urging me to say this to you, that nobody is like perfect. Like if you go through group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, obviously their most attractive qualities are going to come to light, because that's what I am channeling, you know, the attractive qualities, what people think about you, and mostly good things. So there's going to be a range of good things in different people, but we have to accept the good that is given to us. We can't look at, because the grass will always be greener on the other side if we keep ignoring, you know, the wilderness that is growing in ours. So, you know, maybe their garden is more trimmed or has blue and purple flowers that you always wanted to have. However, maybe yours is more wild. Yours has yellow flowers and pink roses. It's different, but it's yours, and that's something you have to take pride in, because trust me, it's very attractive to people. What you have is already attractive to people, is what your spirit team keeps saying. And there's some self-love that you need to pour into yourself and tell yourself that I am already attractive, I am already extremely talented, magnetic, and extremely loved and liked by people around me. Yeah, I just feel like that's something that you might miss, that you might not think about too much. Alright, let's go. Let's take some more cards for you, group number 4. Something takes time. Yeah, that's drawing my eye again and again, and I feel like this sense of great timelessness with you. Okay, let's take these cards. We have the Knight of Strength. At this point, I don't even know what's going on, because this is all from group number 1. Yeah, okay. Group number 2. Okay. We have the 4 of Intelligence. We have the Ace of Wisdom. We have the 2 of Wisdom. Taking some more cards for you here. We have the 8 of Charisma, and I will take more later on. Another thing that is something that people find extremely attractive about you, and at the same time it's something that you neglect about yourself, is that you're extremely hardworking and you put in your 100% into whatever work that you take up. Every work that you take is so sacred to you. There is a holiness even in the way that you conduct yourself. I feel like many people think that you are out of their league or unapproachable because you treat yourself with a certain sacredness, with a certain holiness. You don't give your time, give your energy so easily to people. And that's recommended for you as well, group number 4, because I do feel like people tend to leech off of you quite a lot and live off of your energy, because that's what I feel like when I see this Knight of Strength here. And even with the Ace of Wisdom, I feel like there's this bear, there's this bear and there's a giraffe coming right out of this person. And I feel like people just poke at you to get a reaction out of you, because you're able to keep yourself so collected, so calm. You know, you have a sense of maturity about you, even though, you know, you have this playful, childlike sense. You have a great sense of this maturity, wisdom about life. So people are like, how can this person have it all? And they want to get a reaction out of you just so they can feel good about themselves by feeling bad about you. You know what I'm saying? Sort of. I think you know what I'm saying, yeah? Here in the Two of Wisdom, there is this sense that I keep getting that people want something from you. They want something from you. Yeah. However, with like the 4 of Intelligence and the 8 of Charisma, like these are 3 different people, and all 3 of them are completely unaware of each other. And I feel like this is what would happen if different members from group number 4 were to come together in one room. They would be completely oblivious to each other. They would be spaced out. So yeah, they would be like spaced out. And I think they would make great friends, but at the same time they wouldn't, because I don't feel like you keep in touch for a very long time. I feel like you're one of those people who stay in touch for a short amount of time, and then you talk back after like 5 to 6 months, but you come back with the same energy, same love. For you, no time has passed. You come back with the same energy, but other people have already taken offense, like, why didn't you give us time? Why didn't you call back? We didn't hear from you. So there's like a lot of possessiveness that I feel around you, like people wanting to take control of you, people wanting to get to you, people wanting to decipher you, people wanting to have a say in your life. That's what I like keep feeling with the 8 of Charisma and the 4 of Intelligence, because you're like extremely fulfilled and people want to know where they stand in your life, what place do they have in your life, so they like keep poking you. Okay, let us take some more cards, and if I get more from group number 2, I'm going to walk out of this reading. I'm lying. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is like shuffle it like insane, because there's just, and I shuffle these cards like prior to every group's reading. I give a thorough shuffle to the cards, and I took out the cards from random places, you know, like how I do, like one from here, one from here, you know, and still you got the same cards as group number 2. So there's something that's going on with you in group number 2. We have 6 of Strength. I feel like there is somebody here who needs to just go on a vacation, look nice, or look whatever the way they want to look, whatever your definition of nice is, your aesthetic. If you're gothic, if you're Barbie, if you're emo, if you're punk, if you're bohemian. Yeah, I'm getting bohemian all of a sudden quite strongly. Do that, celebrate yourself, click a whole lot of pictures, post it online, because I feel like you don't pay a lot of attention to your physical appearance, but you've got some amazing good features, qualities, physical things going on for you. 2 of Intelligence. Yeah, I did feel this as well, like that somebody has like, I did feel like a rounder face, but at the same time I also felt somebody with the stern appearance and everything. I felt that somebody here has a very nice face structure, bone structure that works really well for them. And I'm getting this like Saturnian look to you, but at the same time it's mixed with these playful eyes. You're definitely like, wow, like I feel like Catwoman. Yeah, Catwoman. That's what I feel like, because she's so playful, she's so fun, but at the same time she's unpredictable. She doesn't stay in one place for a very long time. She keeps moving, she keeps hovering from one place to the next, and she's hella attractive. She looks like a child, but at the same time she has this amazing sensuality, because she's so sure of her own energy. And that's exactly what I feel for you, like towards the end of the reading. That's beautiful. 10 of Charisma. Exactly. That's the Catwoman energy. Even if you're a man, you have certain Catwoman energy. Yeah, that translates a little bit maybe to I don't know what the male equivalent of Catwoman would be, because I'm not that familiar with all the superheroes out there. So that is coming through. Okay, so this is what I have for you, group number 4. I really hoped that you liked it, and in case you liked it, I would appreciate it so much if you could like, if you could give a comment. I love to hear how this resonated with you, and I always reply. So, and if you're new here, namaste, welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. I hope you stay for the long haul. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe already, and to get notified, you can hit the notification bell button as well. It was so lovely to have you here. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart, and until then, namaste. I will see you.